Okay, so we're back today at the river. We got where we've been working right down along this direction here. Uh, we're about out of like decent pay dirt to dig down there. We can do a couple more test pans, but I'm really not too confident in the rest of that. I think we're either gonna have to move to digging in the actual river, which I don't love because a lot of my tailings are right there, or we gotta move up. So I'm gonna do some test pans of up the river and probably a couple of that gravel bar that's right there, and we'll see what we can do. It is very cold currently. You might be able to see my breath. Um, there's a lot of ice down on the banks of the river, so I am definitely excited for that sun to come up, which looks like I have about an hour until it actually crests the hill in the canyon. So this will be fun for then. Excuse me, till then. So I'm gonna suit up and start digging, I guess. Alrighty, Rescue Rangers, we got here our first clean out from that hole, which I don't know how well you can see. It's actually about knee deep for me. I'm sorry I didn't videotape the actual sluice setup. It was set up right there, and I didn't super trust the sluice to not run away down the river on me. So I just ran this real quick, and I'm not seeing anything really jumping out at me, which isn't all too surprising, but still not my favorite. And I mean, getting this bitch out of the river was a whole deal. She did not want to come back out. So I wouldn't be surprised if I lost quite a bit into the bucket. Sorry, I'm talking so weird. My lips are actually going numb. I'm gonna spend a little while out of the water. But yeah, I'll come back when I get this cleaned out. All right, gang. These are the cons from that first run with as many of the blonde sands cleaned out of them as I could get. We got some nice pretty little garnets sitting in there, so definitely gonna try and save those, but I'm gonna go for a swirl back here and see if I can't see if there's a little gold in there, because I'm more than happy to keep working that, and I don't want to fill that in with well, that's a little piece right there. That's not terrible. Not mad at that. I don't know if that's a piece starting to come out the top there. Those two right there might be a piece. Not that one on the right. That one's something else. But maybe one coming out of the top right there. I don't know. That's just like a jasper, maybe? I think there's that same piece from earlier in the top left. Little piece of either lead or glue or something coming out there. I don't know what that is. If that's a big ol'... Oh my goodness. That is one hell of a flake right there. The camera is not going to pick that up because it's not going to focus. But if we can get a bunch more pieces like that in this pan, we'd be pretty alright. That would add up real quick. The digging isn't like that difficult, but because there's two on the side. But just because of how many rocks there are right there, it takes a while to actually get classified down buckets. And then you gotta haul them up and out of the hole and try not to fall in your hole. I washed one away there. There's one right at the top. Oh, one coming straight down the middle. But I might do a couple different test runs and see what we end up with. I also really overloaded the sluice on this run, so I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch kind of came out the back, but we're just going to pretend like that's not a thing. See if I can't catch that in the light. There's some on the right. Yeah. The light is a little weird today, and especially in this canyon. So, oh, one coming out of the top there. Two coming out of the top there. Alright, I'm just gonna kind of shake this down. And, okay, so not a lot, but what we do get is pretty thick. So that'll all go in the cons, and I'm gonna keep digging around. Well, I got my next 4 buckets dug, but my classifier broke. So I don't know if like the soldering snapped or like the welds didn't hold, but she is not overly attached. I'm gonna take some pictures of her and see what Arbor Fabricating thinks about that. Maybe if I can get a replacement one, and then I might just have to keep running it like this, because I got 2 more spots I really want to test today, but that's gonna definitely slow me down. Well, I'm gonna set the sluice back up and try and run these then. I'll come back when I got something else interesting. All right, gang, we got our second run all finished up here. I am seeing 2 little specks in the nugget trap. We got that one right there, and then that one right there. There's probably even more buried. That might be one in there, but I don't really know. I did not have the box running how I really like it this go around. I had her going a little slow and she wasn't super level, but oh, that might be a little piece right there. See if I can get that on camera. Kind of right in between those 2 rocks. She doesn't like it, but I don't know. I'm gonna get her cleaned out. The wind's starting to pick up, so I'm sure that's playing hell on the audio. I'm gonna film the holes back in, and then we might just have to get the fuck out of here. I'm a little disappointed, but maybe we'll actually get some cons processed in this video. Fuck me to tears. All right, friends, short break to let the hands warm up. I went around, found another deer bone. Very cool. But we're gonna try and pan this back. I'm sure the wind is not being helpful, but we're gonna see what we can do. There's already a little piece kind of right there. Not sure how well the camera will pick that up, but this might end up being our last new material run for the day, because the classifier is broken, which is too bad because I had more spots I wanted to check, but unfortunately I don't tend to make the rules here, and kind of just got to do whatever the river says. So might call it early, which not like super mad at. She a little chilly today. My timbers are thoroughly shivered. I really hope there's more than just that one. I know I'm going fast, but normally I mean, yeah, there's 2. Oh, 3. 4 coming out of the wash there. Alright, well, that's not great, but certainly not the worst I've ever done. I'm gonna fill in some holes and then see where the day takes me. I have no idea how I blazed past that guy, but that's actually a nice piece. Here, let me switch camera hand. I think that might even count as a picker. Let's see. Oh, not on the first one. Not on the second one. Come on. It'd be such a good title to say, like, oh, it's my first picker. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, darling. Come on. Come on. I know you're not supposed to, like, touch your gold, but... Oh, come on, man. Just let me pick it up. Alright, well... Oh. Alright, well, least I can do is try and get a decent angle on it for you, I guess. Come on. I know she's shiny. Okay, so I got the blue bull running here, and... I mean, you can see she's not super level, but that's kind of what I got. We might even be running a little fast there. But you can see we're running, oh, what is this? 40 mesh, I think, right now. Maybe less than that. But we got a couple of those big pieces of gold starting to hop out. And this is kind of the process. I'm not going to do like a step-by-step on this because I am not confident in my blue bowling abilities, as you can tell from the not even able to level that. But she's coming along. I, just try and go nice and slow. Howsies. Alright, gang. Well, I've just finished separating out our gold here. So I'm going to dump it into the pan and we're going to see what we got. This might take a couple runs to get all of it out of the bottle, but that's pretty good. You can see that's pretty nice. I'm going to pan that back a little bit, get a little bit of a clearer view on it, and then I'll be back.